All right, for part 2 of the conversions homework, you guys had to take that worksheet and flip it to the back for part 2. So number 1 says convert 13 inches to centimeters. Use the rate or this conversion factor. So we want to convert centimeters to inches. So the first thing is your labels. I know that in 1 inch there's 2.54 centimeters. So they're asking us to convert 13 inches to centimeters. So the 13 is going to go down where inches is. And we're looking for how many centimeters is that. So you have to ask yourself, how do I go from 1 to 13? Well, I've got to multiply by 13. So to get the top number, I have to do that same operation and multiply by 13. So on your calculator, you're just going to type in 2.54 times 13, and it's going to be 33.02, and they want to know how many centimeters that is, so you could say 33.02 centimeters. All right, take a look at number 2. A chef at a restaurant uses 12 pounds of butter each day. So how many grams of butter does the chef use each day? Well, we can't just jump from pounds to grams. First, we have to go from pounds to ounces, and then ounces to grams. So the first thing I'm going to do is ounces to pounds. And they told me that 16 ounces is 1 pound. So now I'm going to use the information that they gave us that if we use 12 pounds of butter each day, how many ounces is that? Well, to go from 1 to 12, we're going to multiply by 12. So you got to do that same thing on top. So we're going to do 16 times 12. So that's 192 ounces. So now I want to change my ounces to grams. So this time we're going to compare grams to ounces. And they said 1 ounce is 28.4 grams. So if I have 192 ounces, how many grams would that be? So to go from 1 to 192, we're going to have to multiply by 192. So we're going to do that same operation on top. So on your calculator, you're going to type in 28.4 times 192. And it's going to be 5,452.8 grams. So your answer is 5,452.8 grams. All right, take a look at number 3. It says Paul's car holds at most 19 gallons. He's got 9 gallons in it right now. So how many liters of gas does Paul need to fill his tank? Well, first of all, let's figure out how many gallons he needs. If it can hold 19 and he's already got 9, I'm going to subtract those two, which means we need 10 more gallons. So we're going to go, we can't go right from gallons to liters. We have to go to quarts first. So we're going to use their conversion factor of quarts to gallons. So 1 gallon is 4 quarts. If we need 10 gallons more, how many quarts is that? Well, we're going to times 10 on the top and the bottom. 4 times 10 is 40. So it's 40 quarts. So now we're going to go liters to quarts. And we know that in 1 quart, it's 0.94 liters. Okay, so if I've got 40 quarts, which we got from right here, how many liters is that? Well, to go to 1 to 40, we're going to multiply by 40. We're going to do that same operation on top. So in my calculator, I'm going to type 0.94 times 40 is 37.6. So I would say 37.6 liters of gas to fill the tank. All right, so I'm going to get you started on these next couple and have you guys finish. So 2 students, Stella and Vladimir, complete the conversion statement. 12 feet 8 inches is equal to how many total inches? Well, in order to figure that out, we need to change feet to inches. So you have to know that conversion factor of inches to feet. So if you look at a ruler, this one ruler is a foot, and it's also 12 inches. So 1 foot is 12 inches. So if I've got 12 feet, how many inches is that? So that's the first thing we need to do, is change this 12 feet into inches. So I'd have to multiply by 12, and that's going to give me 144 inches just for the 12 feet. But then there's also an extra 8 inches. So I'm going to combine 144 plus the 8 inches. That'll give you a total of how many inches there are. So 8 plus 4 is 12. It's 152 total inches. So what you need to do is decide who is right, Stella or Vladimir. All right, and so for number 5, you're doing something similar. It says the hole for support needs to be 6 feet deep. It's currently 1 foot 8 inches deep. So we're going to figure out, first of all, how many inches is 6 feet. So we're still going to need to go inches to feet. We know in 1 foot there's 12 inches. So if I have 6 feet, you're going to have to figure out, well, how many inches is that? So to go from 1 to 6, think what operation you do and do the same thing on top. Okay, now they said it's currently 1 foot 8 inches deep. So if we know that 1 foot is 12 inches, plus there's already 8 inches, that means it's already 20 inches deep. So once you figure out this answer, and we know it's already 20 inches deep, you'll be able to figure out how much deeper the hole has to go.